Like, why did AB get here? What road was traveled? And how was he, I don't want to say, like, how did he get himself into that space? And how did the people around him maybe not see it? Maybe not try to help him?
Sometimes a couple things came to mind, and I was the same way as you. Sometimes in life, you can only compartmentalize so much.
Sure, yeah.
And then things start to seep into different areas. And the other thing, Tom Brady, it also stood out to me. I continue to have the utmost respect for him as a human being, to be the ultimate competitor, and the way he covered him. And the other thing that stood out to me is sometimes in life, and you heard him say the word love, you cannot save people.
Yeah.
You can only love them. And that's an example of this.
Yeah, and I think Tom Brady has attempted to save Antonio Brown in some of these situations. And you mentioned a little bit about how you get here. Antonio Brown was a single father in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown had his son, little AB. Little AB would sleep at my house. His first 2 birthday parties were planned by my wife, and the second I paid for. And it was because you saw the good in him.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't a situation to where you met Antonio Brown and this is who he was. This is who he grew to be. And I think there were little glimpses and little pieces of the guy we see now. Yeah. We saw that young, but you never expected it to get to this point. Yeah. And I think the reason some of those things were let go, some of the stuff that we saw outside of the field, some of the things that we saw that didn't necessarily make him the best person, was they didn't leak into football. I always said the one thing I respected about him was whatever made him work, whatever it was, whether it was a fear of being broke, whether it was the ability to have fame, or whether it was just him understanding that this was a way he could make money, it made him work harder than anybody I knew. Yeah. And on game day, that showed up. And so for me to see him get to this point, to where the one thing that I felt like was sacred to him was the actual game, right? It was the actual grass.
First it's a whisper, and then the wall comes crashing down. Yeah. We know that lesson in life.
Yeah, I just think it's a prime opportunity for a lot of us, like, because initially I think my reaction just flesh-wise was like, pile on, right. No surprise. And then hearing Tom's comments, and then I'm sitting there going, this doesn't happen, like this doesn't, and to your point, RC, like now it spills over onto the football field, which was his baby, the thing he cherished the most. I just think it's a good opportunity for all of us to pay attention to it and learn from it and be better for it, so that hopefully not only in the NFL world that there's not another AB type of situation, but also in our life outside of football.
And what happens is, obviously, when you've been as closely connected to reporting on this or analyzing Antonio Brown as I've been, and it's gotten as personal as it gets with us or had gotten with us, I'm always having people hit me up, okay, what do you think and what do you feel? Yeah. And initially when I said something about him, he was on top of the world. Right? And as you continue to watch a person fall and the person continues to make mistake after mistake or bad decision after bad decision, it's no longer entertainment. Right? We have to speak about this because it has now affected the game of football. But this isn't entertainment, right? This isn't for people to get laughs. This isn't for us to get jokes off. This isn't for us to sit here and critique him and condemn him for what he's going through. And I think that's what people have now come around to, that when it affects a human in the way that it's now affected Antonio Brown, when it changes your life the way that it has changed your life, you can only try to dive in it from an educational standpoint to say, how do we prevent this from happening again? And that's whether it's the NFL, whether it's the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Raiders, the New England Patriots, or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How do we stop people from self-destructing, and do we even care to?
Well, this might be the ultimate blessing in disguise. And I hearken back to the Hall of Famer Chris Carter, and I know it was different challenges that he was dealing with. He said when he was cut, that was the best thing that ever happened to him in terms of rebounding in his life. So maybe this is exactly what AB needs. So wishing him the best, but obviously for Tampa Bay, it's no longer working and they have to move forward.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.